welcome back to my channel. There's going to be part 2 video, so be watching out for that. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make sesame chicken in a crock pot. So unfortunately, we feed 4 people, so there's 4 chickens in here. They're frozen chickens still, so they're still frozen. The crock pot is on. But if you have a bigger family, then you're going to want a couple more. But just keep in mind that after that cooks in the crock pot, you're cutting up the chicken after, and then you're adding the seasoning to the chicken, and then you're going to let it cook for a little bit. And you can always make noodles for it and eat it with noodles. So yeah, so I have a cup and I have a 1/2 cup measuring cup because I don't have a cup measuring, like a 1 cup. So I have my water on hot. So my water's hot. I'm gonna do 2 cups of hot water. Well, 2.5 cups. So I'm gonna do 2 cups. So it's a cup. Here's another cup. And you'll be draining this water out after the chicken is cooked. Just because the 2.5 cups water is literally just helping so you can marinate your chicken. And it helps it defrost and cook a lot better and cook the way that you need it to. So then once you have your water in your crock pot, you're now going to take, oh my, that was a close-up. Now you're going to take like your salt and pepper. Sorry for a lot of that moving. So now that your water's in there with your chicken and it started to defrost, you're going to take your salt. I'm just going to say sprinkle like an even amount, I guess. I don't know. I think I'm going to use about exactly what's halfway left in here. You don't want it too salty, because if it's too salty, it's not going to taste good. So that should be plenty. Then I'm going to go in my pantry over here where my slices are, and I'm going to ground up some of the black pepper and put black pepper in there. And then open up the grinder and sprinkle it in there. And I only do that much of black pepper because therefore black pepper is a very strong ingredient and you don't want to use too much of it. Here I have basil, so some people can put basil in there, some will put parsley or chives. We also have oregano too, so a lot of people like when we add those to our wonderful thing. But in this case, this is what I'm going to use. It's the paprika. I suggest only a light dusting. So a light dusting, and it should look like this after you did the light dusting of that. So very, very light on the paprika because of the fact there is going to be quite a bit of flavoring already in that sauce pack and everything. So you don't want to add too many flavors. But then I'm going to take my garlic powder and I'm going to do exactly what I just did with the paprika, and I'm going to just literally do a very, very light shade of that because we don't want to do too much of it. And I'm going to grab a spoon, preferably my wooden spoon. I like this wooden spoon, it works great. I'm going to just flip the chicken over to let the ingredients that are on the top part of the frozen chicken kind of marinate in the water, because that's where we really want it, is to marinate in the water. And then kind of marinate the chicken so it should look like a brothy kind of look. And that's gonna sit for about 2 to 2.5 hours until your chicken is cooked all the way through. And so if it's cooked all the way through, then you're done. If it's not cooked all the way through, then you're gonna have to do it longer than 2 hours. I suggest if you're gonna make this meal for dinner, I advise that you do it early, because if you don't do it early, it's not gonna be done in time for dinner. It is 11 o'clock here, and I'm hoping that I didn't start it too early, but if I did, I can always just keep it on warm until it's time to eat. Another thing I forgot to add actually is you're gonna want just a couple like if you see this, I'm gonna add some vegetable oil. If you see, that's literally all we'll do 2 of them. So I literally only added 2 like swigs of the vegetable oil because this is what's gonna also help keep the chicken texturized. So as it's in our mixture, trying to get the oil, all of this chicken, and there's like so much in that chicken. So now that our chicken is in here and the crock pot is heating up, they should start cooking and getting the way that they're supposed to. This process will take about an hour and a half, 2 hours for them to completely cook through. That's why I said it should be done by the time you want dinner, especially since you're starting it early. And I have my crock pot on high for 3 hours and 50 minutes. So I actually had it set for 4 hours. But we're gonna set it for 2.5 hours. So I'm gonna go to my timer. I'm gonna do 2 hours and 30 minutes, and I'm gonna hit my timer. So now my timer is set for 2 hours and 30 minutes. And now we're gonna just let our chicken cook. And that's it. Thanks guys for watching. Part 2 will be coming later after the chicken is done.